Hey guys, this is the iPad Pro, not the iPad Pro. Damn. 8th generation iPad, Wi-Fi edition, space gray. I'm going to be unboxing it right now. It's a completely sealed Indian unit, and this is available in the market for about 30,000 rupees, 100 rupees less, 30,000 rupees, and it's a sealed pack. I purchased this with my own money. I am not so lucky that Apple sponsors me. Let's try to unbox this. Okay, that was easy enough. Let me show you guys. Okay. There you go. Now I'm really excited about this unit because I always thought that all the iPads which Apple released after the Air 2 were kind of hokey pokey, which means they weren't very good. Okay. Okay, so let me just show you what exactly comes in the box. Okay, you have this iPad right here. So that's one. And beneath this, you have, wow, what a surprise. You have a USB-C adapter, which is, I would imagine, 15 watt. I will get into that shortly. You have a USB-C charging cable. I always appreciate those for my iPhone 11 Pro Max. You have a little booklet, which I won't bother opening. Now, the good news is that from what I'm given to understand, these charge much faster. I will be doing a quick test on how fast it charges. However, I'm pretty sure that, though I haven't seen the date of manufacturing, I'm pretty sure that it has some charge on it. Let's look at the meat of the product. So just an FYI, this is an 8th generation iPad, Wi-Fi edition, 32 GB of inbuilt data. Now I'm gonna single-handedly unbox this. Also, just an FYI, the iPad Air 2, which I spoke about earlier, has a 9.7 inch screen, whereas this has a Touch ID and it is a 10.2 inch screen. I'm assuming Apple has thrown in some charge in there, and I am not wrong. Good to know. Now, the key things we'll have to see is how reflective this is, how good the screen looks, what is the status of the speakers, because they have two bottom firing speakers. Okay, that was pretty fast. I have to be honest. That was pretty fast. So I'm guessing the processor speed is pretty good. Let me just go about these things and set this up so I can give a faithful review for this. Be right back, guys. Okay guys, this is the first screen I'm seeing after I have done everything with the iPad. Now it's looking a lot like your iPhone because you have these 5 options in the bottom. You have the file option, the mail, the music option, and I'm going to be doing a sound test very soon. But before that, the setup didn't take me very long. I mean, to get to the screen hardly took me 5 minutes. You'll be happy to note that it comes with 68% battery charged. Maybe it depends on your area. It could be less in some cases. I'm really feeling the brightness. It's bright enough. There is an element to it which makes it look much better than the other 10.27 generation. I can tell you right off the bat. However, there is some cheapiness involved, but the good news is I'm just wondering if we have something called True Tone, which I believe we do. I'd be shocked if you don't have True Tone on this. Okay, I don't see True Tone on it. We have Night Shift, but not True Tone. Okay, that's a bit odd. I didn't know that this has no True Tone. Anyways, that's a bit of a bummer because I really think that Apple has excelled with the True Tone, and what do I say? I think this has a pretty good camera, and if I'm taking some selfies, like a Jack, does a pretty decent job. Let's look back at the images. So not a bad selfie camera. As you can see, I'm recording this. Maybe this is the best light. I will try this in other lights. Pretty decent standard camera for your selfies. I'm making the stand against something in the back. Let's play back some music. Give me a moment, please. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to play my favorite song, which I like to play when I do music tests and audio tests.
Listen to the latest trending
Oops.
Bollywood songs.
This is 100% volume, mind you. Only bottom firing speakers. Nothing here, nothing here, only bottom firing speakers. The more I hear this, the more disappointing it becomes. So definitely not a good speaker set. You only have bottom firing speakers, which don't do that much justice at all. I think if I compare this with the iPad Air 2, I think it's barely an improvement, really. You would imagine Apple with the new product would come up with better speakers, but they're being a bit stingy about it. If you compare this with the iPad Pro 9.7, which came out in 2016, that would blow this out of the water. I would say this is 50 or 60% as loud and room filling as that gets. And looking at other features, I can see that there are some adjustments one can make. As you can see, this is a 32 GB model. So out of the box, you have only 18.65 GB. It says the warranty is till 2nd March because I just unboxed it, I guess. The warranty period has begun. The software version is 14.3. I don't even know what is the latest version. I'm guessing there should be an update, but I don't think it's going to make it any louder. 14.4 is the newest iPad OS upgrade. Besides that, just as a first impression, I want to say that let's take a look at the screen once and let's play one of my videos, you know.
Sorry guys, this is a MacBook Pro, guys. Just wait. 80% volume.
I think the screen quality is alright. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's okay. The screen quality is pretty good actually. I mean, if you compare this with any Android tablet, I'm sure this one will blow it out of the water. Like, you know what? Now the speaker's coming into its own. I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad.
Splendor's Pride Reserve. ये कई टाइम से मेरे पास पड़ी हुई है बॉटल 920 रुपए की.
Sorry guys. So yeah, I mean, I have to say one thing. It's fast. The camera is decent, not the best. The speakers are a bit lacking. The screen is very good. Let's look at the heft of it. As a first impression, am I going to find it difficult to hold? Yes, it'll take me some time to get used to a 10.2-inch iPad. This is kind of biggish, and especially with big bezels, it makes it look a bit dated. However, is it kind of cheapy? You see what's happening on the screen right now. I'm doing a little press. This doesn't happen with the higher end iPads, and there is a bit of washing out with the colors. I'm shooting with my Sony digital camera so that you guys are able to see these nuances and differences. It's not a deal breaker, but somewhere you do feel like, okay, man, you know, this is not the highest end iPad device. And as you saw, I started at 68% and 64% right now. I don't think battery is going to be an issue with this guy, considering it has a pretty hefty size battery. iPad OS is always fun. Now, the iPad is a lot of things you can do with the iPad. For example, I personally like to read on this a lot, and I think this will be fun for that purpose. Secondly, I like to, document my travels. So if you're traveling and you have the iPad camera, it can always be a very, very fun selfie camera. You'd be surprised at how clear and nice this gets. I've been using iPad since the iPad second generation, and I can vouch for the fact that the iPad is probably the best thing Apple has come out with. I would rate it higher than the iMac and the MacBook and the iPhone. And for that reason, I think it's highly recommended. By the way, this still has a 3.5mm jacks if that rocks your boat. Otherwise, you can obviously use a different connection. Now, I'm seeing this 3-dot gold pin connection, which means that there are a lot of compatible accessories with it. On the top, extreme right corner, you have a kind of funny looking power button. Usually it's a bit to the left. You do have up and down volume rocker buttons. On the left, you don't have any volume switch anymore. You don't have any mute, anything like that. The camera is decent. The front camera is decent. Looks decent. Kind of premium. There is a bit of a reflection issue, which you will probably feel once you get, once you're in daylight. But in a closed environment, I think it's fine. In daylight, you will need to put it on full brightness. I am seeing a little bit of that cheapy iPad, color breakout. I don't know if my camera is capturing it, but I can see that the darks are not as dark as, let's say, an iPhone 11 Pro Max. Again, this is just for 29,000, 30,000 rupees. So I don't know. I mean, I say just because iPads are usually more expensive. The iPad 11 Pro inch probably starts at about 70,000 rupees. The iPad Air 4 is about 54,000 rupees. So for 29,000 bucks, I think this is not a bad deal. I got this from Computer Mart in Regal Building, Connaught Place. You can probably go to computermart.com or one of the websites to get it from there, or you can just go to 12 Regal Building and get it from there if you're in Delhi. Pretty good deal if you ask me. And I'm sorry, but I'm not able to smell much of an apple. Like I wanted to do a flossy Carter and see if I can smell it, but it smells all right. I'll be doing an in-depth review, some battery tests and all that shortly. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you when I do.